stopped and rolled my window down and said, hey, offer to take them to dinner first. He said, it don't work like that. How are y'all today? You're finally awake? Ugh, I'm not. I feel like shit. So I wound up having to take a headache pill last night when I got home from work. And then I got up this morning. Well, I also had to take some Requip, which is for restless leg syndrome, because my legs were just kind of crampy, achy. I didn't want to take a chance of laying down, and so I took that. And then I got up at 5 this morning and still had my headache. So I had to take another headache pill this morning. And oh my God, I went back to bed around, let's see, I got up at 5. I went back to bed around 7 and slept until 2. I'm not kidding. And I still feel like crap. Like I'm just blah. Hey, Blue. Okay. You be right back. Are you at work? I guess he is. I go Monday to start. Oh, it'll be good. It'll be a very good experience. I hope it helps you. I've been getting, you know, I think not only does Facebook watch our posts, but they listen to us because I've been getting ads. So like for the last several months, I've been getting all the ads on Facebook for the Monjaro stuff, like the compounded stuff. What are you? That's not a turn lane, you idiot. Now, all of a sudden, I'm getting all these ads for ketamine therapy. So Facebook apparently thinks I'm so fucking nuts that I need ketamine therapy. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, let us pray. We need to, don't we? I like lettuce. I made homemade egg salad today. So I brought me some watermelon and egg salad and bread for a sandwich. I get air conditioning ads. Well, what's crazy is just yesterday on YouTube, I came across a YouTube video about Matthew Perry and his death back last year. So, you know, he had ketamine in his system, and they claim that he drowned secondary to ketamine use, which technically is that he took ketamine. He had enough in his system to actually, like what's used in surgery, put a full-grown man under in surgery. That's how much he had in his system. And so he passed out from the ketamine and slipped under the water and drowned. But that's the first, yeah, that's the first thing I've heard about ketamine. Was maybe the day before yesterday. I listened to that YouTube video about it, and now all of a sudden Facebook has all these ads for ketamine therapy. So I freaked out because I was thinking about Charlie's. Never even said anything out loud, but there was an ad. Wow, that's scary. Till the next day, plus they monitor for 2 hours after treatment. Well, hopefully it'll work. That's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? You gotta let me know how that works for you. It's Tennessee whiskey. That's crazy though. Or maybe they just knew that my sister's fucking crazy. Maybe that's all it is. I'm not that crazy, am I? hours tonight. I should be done around 11:15, 11:30 at the latest tonight. It does, I know. We all fucking nuts, aren't we? Get better. If not, I'll have to move to actual. Okay. Well, I mean, I opened up one of those ads and was reading, or opened up the comments to one of them, and you know, I don't know if, oh god, this stuff is flaking off. I don't ever know if the people that make comments under those ads are like paid bots or real people. But there were comments under one of them of a lot of people saying that it worked for them and it was amazing and it changed their life, and I'm like, shit, where did I get a bump of that? I can't believe people mess around. I know. Yeah, and that's another thing. I was like, I wanted to make a comment and say, y'all realize this is horse tranquilizer, right? But yep, we've used it for horses too. It's kind of scary, but I mean, there's a lot of medications that cross over between veterinary medicine and human medicine, believe it or not. They use the exact same thing. Like, it's made in the same factory even. It's Tennessee whiskey. So what are all y'all doing today? Is the air blowing too loud on the phone? Fucking hot, man. Let's see. My car says it's 95, but it's never right. All the time. I'm trying to get it to pick up. It was a bigger pill. Yep, aspirin. Tramadol. I'll tell you, the antibiotics that we use are the same, and we usually get a couple sinus infections a year. I keep, I go to the farm store and I buy fish biotics, and they're pills. I mean, they look exactly like the ones that you get at the pharmacy, the human pharmacy. But you can get penicillin, Jesus. Well, y'all gotta excuse my brain today. Ceflexin. And that's the one, Ceflex is the one I keep. I buy the fish biotics and keep at home. And when I know that I've got a sinus infection, I just take those. It works just like a Z-Pack. Thank you, Stomper. That's exactly, I haven't either. Because I go get, it's cheaper. It's like, I don't know, 120. No, yeah, 120 500 milligram capsules for like $20. And yeah, it says it's 97. I can't tell what it feels like. Air quality index is moderate. I don't ever pay attention to no air quality index. Feels like 107. There you go. Humidity 51%. We used to be able to get Z-Packs from the co-op. Yeah. Well, if you're looking at like upper respiratory or sinus infection type stuff, the Ceflex works just as good as a Z-Pack. I have not had to have a prescription for a Z-Pack in years. And really, the only time I used to do that, I wouldn't go to the doctor for it. It was, while I was at work and stopping through the ER. Hey, doc, can you write me a script for a Z-Pack? I'm a vet that doesn't ask questions. Oh, that's funny. I mean, I keep, which obviously I keep all kinds of antibiotics and stuff for the livestock, but even for the dogs, I keep antibiotics and pain medicine around for the dogs. You never know. Like a couple weeks ago, Tucker hurt his back foot, and he did it twice in like a week, but he wouldn't put it down at all. And he's 13. I was like, all right, guys. I don't know if he broke. I thought he might have. At first, I thought he might have broke it, but I couldn't feel anything, and he didn't have pain upon palpation, and he was fine. A few days later, I think he just strained it or sprained it. So I gave him some of that tramadol for a couple days. Hello, welcome back, my love. Come to see us. Makes you go, doesn't it? What's really ridiculous is how they can upcharge it to sell to us and for insurance. How much they charge for insurance when, it's like they pay pennies on the dollar at the regular pharmacies. I've never understood how greedy you have to be to jack up the cost of a medication that much, especially like life-sustaining medications, diabetics. It's ridiculous that you can get a prescription for Percocets with your insurance and pay what, $5 or $10, maybe $15 for a month's supply or more of Percocets. But when you look at things like asthma medication and diabetes medication, the prices of that, and even an EpiPen, that is life-sustaining medication, not Percocet. Percocet is not a life-sustaining medication. These others are, and it's outrageous what they charge for them. It's really, it's ridiculous. That's what should be illegal. I know, but still, like, jack up the prices of the medications that, I hate to sound this way, but an addict is going to do whatever to get their medicine, right? So jack up the prices of that shit. They can live without it. A diabetic can't live without their medication. An asthmatic cannot live without it. Somebody that has anaphylaxis reactions cannot go without that EpiPen. And one EpiPen is like $400 to $800 depending on where you live. The hospital, I'm not over medicated with pills. I believe in here. Oh yeah. Well, that whole system, the whole system over here is broken in general as far as our medical care, but the VA, yeah, they want to shove medications at you instead of getting to the root of the problem. Right. 100%. Look, I don't know what I was just fixing to say. Oh, I take Adderall, and I was surprised when I tried, a couple years ago, I was on the extended release Adderall, and I didn't like it. It didn't work for me. But the 20 milligram extended release Adderall. I didn't even have a copay. It was free with my insurance. Why? Why should that be free when Greenie down the road can't pay for her insulin? Now I'm on a different kind, the regular ones that I take twice a day, but still my copay is, for a month, my copay is like $25, I think. I don't use a VA. I don't blame you, really. I've heard some horror stories coming out of the VAs. Oh my God, I hate this road. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to get an energy drink or not. Let me cover my phone up. It's getting too bright. Oh, shit. Alright, hold on, y'all. Somebody take the wheel for me, please. Dadgummit. There we go. Damn it. Oh, for Pete's sake. Fuck it. Thanks. Well, I just... There we go. I dropped that. I know I shouldn't have done that, but there's no cars around right now. I can't get meds I need because insurance won't pay, and neither will I. Right. A few years back, I was asked to go to a therapy session with other vets. I walked out of the session. Apparently what I call traumatic is way different. Oh shit. Well, hello Ryan. Huh. Honestly, my mom took me to some kind of counselor when I was a kid, or like a teenager. I don't know why. Honestly, I guess she thought I was fucked up in the head back then. But other than that, I've never been to any kind of therapy or counseling, and I probably need to, honestly. Like, what do you say though? Just, hi, my name's Harley, I'm fucked up. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so tired. I can take off if that's how your story goes. I think we're definitely getting an energy drink. I don't have it in me today. I need to call my mom too. I need to make a doctor's appointment, but I don't know which doctor I need to call. Sister, I have this spot on my leg that's got me kind of worried. It's been there for several months now. It started out as like just a weird bump, and then it would get a scab on it, and the top of it was really, like the skin right there is really thick, so I couldn't get it to like open up or anything, but it hurts now. Like it's sore all the time. It's not a bump. It would be a scab, but it's not. I don't know. I mean, dermatologists don't need a referral, I don't think. I actually have a couple little spots that I'm kind of worried about. Dermatologist. I've never been to a dermatologist, but I know it's got me worried. It's on the on the back of my thigh, probably 4 inches above the back of my knee. And it just came out of nowhere, but it hasn't healed or gone away in several months. Alright, I guess. See, that's the thing. A dermatologist is a specialist. My copay for specialist is $50. I hate going to the doctor. The dermatologist. Nope, never been. Which I have a couple of dark spots on my skin. Well, there's one on my other leg, down on my shin, that looks like a great big freckle, but the texture of it is different from the rest of my skin. And that's been there a couple years, I guess, now. I guess I need to look one up tomorrow. Oh, I know my younger sister goes to the dermatologist. I might see who she uses over there. What does your insurance pay on ER visits? Oh, fuck, no. I mean, I have like a $200 copay for the ER. But I'm not an ER person. I'm one of those, if you're not dying, if you don't have a broken bone, if you don't have body parts protruding, if you're not bleeding to death or like something that needs to be stitched up immediately, then it can wait till the next day to go to a regular doctor. They give me any other doctors. Gotcha. Right? Besides, our little hospital that's closest to me is literally just a Band-Aid station. They shut down the labor and delivery floor years ago. You can't even go there to have a baby. You got to go 40 miles into town, into the city, if you're having a baby. They, after COVID or during COVID, they shut down the regular floor. They only have their ICU open, and I think their Golden Care wing, which is an Alzheimer's wing. So insurance pays 100% on ER visits. I can find out. Yeah, I get that. My insurance doesn't pay 100% though, and it's just, honestly, when it comes to these ERs and stuff, it's just as easy to, and we have urgent care clinics also, but I have a PCP. I might email my doctor's nurse and ask if they can suggest a dermatologist, because I have to, there's no dermatologist where I live. I have to go into the city anyway. Right, exactly. And there's now at our hospital, there's 2 doctors that work there that, oh fuck, that's a cop, that I absolutely love. So, which I've worked with them all for years, you know. I usually call around to find out what doctor's working in our ER before, if we need an ER visit. If it's not one of the ones that I like, then we go on to the city. I guess the only good thing would be is you can, if you need, we can use an ambulance for transport. So if anything needs to be stabilized, we've always got EMS. Oh, and it's fixing to get worse because the hospital, our hospital was bought out by the company that owns another hospital in the city. several years ago, and I guess they just filed bankruptcy. So somebody else just bought it and is fixing to take it over, and I think it's just gonna be a big mess. I probably won't ever go to that hospital again unless, you know, there's like no choice. Layover to get him for, yeah, absolutely. Well, shit. If they thought he was having a stroke, EMS should have took him straight to a higher level of care. That's what we do. Like, we're very rural also, and I know that our hospital cannot care for stroke patients, period. So if there's anybody that has any signs or symptoms of a stroke, we don't even stop there. We bypass it to the city, to a hospital that is a certified stroke facility, because you only have 3 hours from the onset of your symptoms, your stroke-like symptoms, from the onset to when they can treat you and at work. There's only a 3-hour window. So stopping at another hospital, if you really think that person's having a stroke, we just keep going, because that just takes an hour almost out of their window to get treated. That's crazy. By the county. Well, my throat is burning. I don't know what doctor to call for that. Remember the doctor? Oh my God, yes. Yep, I had one of those a long time ago. Which, my doctor now is pretty good. I've known him before I even started using him as my PCP. He was in the ER at one of our main hospitals in the city, and I've known him for years from that. Why is your throat burning? That's kind of weird. Never mind. Oh, there's a car with Michigan tags. I'm a small doctor, I know. All of mine have retired too. Now I've got to have this young dude, which I like him, but I'm kind of frustrated because he's taken a part-time administrative position at the big hospital. So he's only in his clinic 2 days a week, and he's booked out like weeks ahead. So you have to see one of his PAs pretty much if you need something now. Local hospital, because they can do a CT scan. They are having a major. No, then they shouldn't take them there. That's crazy. It's for days. It doesn't feel like heartburn or anything. Huh. That's weird, sister. You're sucking too much dick. Why don't you lay off that for a little bit? Yeah, who's y'all's EMS service there, Stomper, do you know? Is it a county one or private or like Mercy or... I don't know who's in Latimer County. But, I mean, that's our policy was, if you're pretty sure it's stroke related, you bypass, period. There's no point in stopping and wasting the time for a CT when they can't even treat them. It just takes away from that golden hour. Promise that ain't the problem. LaFleur County, yeah, okay. That's crazy. I mean, look. What is Fort Smith like? A half an hour or an hour from y'all? Oh, no. I know. Trust me. I've been in the business for 23 years. I've worked up that way before. A few times actually. I'm not gonna say the name of the company that I used to work for on here, but they've got a couple of services not far from you. Stillwater area. I don't know, sister. Maybe you got the throat chlamydia. Okay, so I mean, technically about a 30-minute drive. See, that's what's crazy, that they don't bypass then, because that's our protocol. And the stroke center that we use is right about, well, just over. I mean, if we're running hot, you know, we can make it in like 25 minutes. So there's no excuse for them to do that. That's just fucking with people. That's kind of fucked up. Because usually by the time you have your symptoms starting to the time EMS gets to you, it could be up to, you know, like 30 minutes already. So that's half an hour out of your 3 hours. And you stop at that hospital and drop them off. By the time they get checked in and get ET, get that read, you're looking at probably another 30 to 45 minutes. Now you're down to 2 hours or even an hour 45. Load them up, call for EMS when EMS can get to you, up, and you've got another half hour transport. It's just reckless. I know for a fact kiss all can reach under 30. But see, that's stupid. Just really sickening. Because I guarantee you, the admins from that service, if it was their family members living in that area, if they had to go pick up, you know, the CEO's mom, who was definitely having a stroke, I'm pretty sure they would be told to bypass. Divert is what we call it. Crazy stuff. Well, sister, what's for dinner tonight? I made your nephew a hamburger helper before I left, and I got, like, I just have the regular size box, you know, for 1 pound of meat, not the family size. I opened up the box and there were 2 packs of seasoning in there. So next time all I need to do is buy some noodles and ground beef, and girl math, there's a free hamburger helper meal, right? Oh Jesus, yeah, that's right. Where our hospital, that's the certified stroke center, you're coming in with a stroke patient, their whole stroke team meets you in CT, like doctor, nurses, everything, and you bypass the ER. So you come into the ER and they say, you know, go to CT. They're waiting for you. Like, you don't even stop and put them on a bed in the ER. You take them straight into CT, and they're all standing in there waiting, ready to run it. And we take them off of the cot and put them straight into the machine. Double the flavor. Yeah, that might have been a little too much seasoning if I did that. So I was just thinking, hey, I could make it with the other stuff. I'm loving this. So I got a big watermelon last week that my sister brought me, my other sister brought me. And when I cut it up over the weekend, I went ahead and pureed some of it. It was so sweet. I pureed some of it and put in my creamy containers in the freezer. And I'm loving that just as much as my pineapple right now. I had so much watermelon in my fridge, so this afternoon I went ahead and pureed more and got in the freezer, and then put some in a mason jar in the back of my fridge to refill it, so it's ready to refill. Mark's on a stroke team. Oh, sweet. The nurses. Absolutely. Yeah, they don't. They can't make you wait. So then you know how, the clot busters and all work. They have to have them administered within a time frame. And I feel like it's just negligent to not go straight to a stroke certified hospital. That's ridiculous. Oh shit, hold on guys. Let me get clocked in. Oh, god dang it. Really? Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Let's my glasses. Hold on, y'all. We're not getting out yet. You just lay down. Lay it down, boy. What is going on? I think this thing doesn't want me to. Frozen peaches. I tried. I probably should have blended them first. I tried frozen peaches, and I like fresh peaches, but I was not, 3. 8:15. All right. I wasn't impressed with the frozen peaches. I do pineapple, and I add coconut water to it to blend it in the creamy. And I got chocolate milk, which I got I don't know what it was called, some other like organic top chocolate milk, and froze it and did it, and tastes like a healthy version, I guess, of the Wendy's Frosty. I probably should try it with fresh peaches. I tried it with the canned and just think that was strokes on the rise in local hospital. Try to get better, but they're getting worse. Oh yeah, the smaller hospitals, I mean, they can't hardly stay afloat though, is the thing, because people don't pay their bills. Like, pay your hospital bills, people. I might try it that way this weekend. But let me tell her to try watermelon and pineapple. I get a can of the crushed pineapple, and I split one can between 2 containers. And then with the watermelon, I just pureed I took all the seeds out and pureed it and poured it in there. Oh my God, it's so good. And honestly, I swear it got sweeter when it froze. Those are my nighttime snacks. It can hit my sweet craving and be healthy. That's what I'm telling myself, at least. I haven't tried much of anything else. I got some of the Oreo Thins cookies, and I crumbled them up in the chocolate milk mixture one time for like cookies and cream or whatever. It was pretty good. I grabbed a bunch of pudding mixes to use with stuff, but I haven't tried any of the other things. Oh, all right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to get in here and get started with my night. Thanks for hanging out. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. We have 2 more days. No, tomorrow's my Friday now, I guess, because I don't work Thursday. So, and the fruit expands during freezing process. Sweet. It's a lot better. I will see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you, and remember, you